Hello YouTube. Happy Friday. This is Terry coming to you from my grotto, still smoking the Wild Man. So I want to talk to you about tobacco ratings, and there's a few videos recently about pros and cons of looking at tobacco ratings. For those of you who disagree with the rating system, like stars or whatnot, or the numbers, I totally agree. So you have these tobaccos that you thought, this is just fantastic, only got 3 stars, I wonder why, or this one's got 5-star ratings and I just hated it. True. So recently I saw a video about Hollywood's ratings on how they select pilots or making it public. So they do a pilot, they'll bring in the audience, and they don't look at the averages. They look at those few. Why are they so excited about this this show? And they'll tease out, well, there's enough enthusiasm. These people are so gung-ho about it, and this is what they like. Is that enough? Or that's just not enough enthusiasm, so we're gonna can it. So I think with tobaccos, just looking at the pure ratings from a averages, I think is meaningless. So with my rating, if I say I love it or I hate it, I think that's legit. So when you look at a review, it's very important to, number one, do you trust the reviewer? Do you identify with this reviewer? Do they have the same line? Does this person have the same line of taste as yours? If you guys both like the same kind of stuff and there's a new tobacco that the person is reviewing and you're like, I've never tried it, but he thinks it's good, so because of X, Y, and Z, hey, it's worth trying. So I think those are meaningful. So in my system, and I'm giving 4 snarf blats if I love it. If I like it, I give it a 3. It's just a visual representation of how I feel about the tobacco. And I love how Beans, he's got a 10 point system where 10 is a unicorn, sell your house, get it. Well, I think that's very, very creative. So that's very neat, fun to watch. But like any rating system, like tobacco, the cigars or whiskey or whatnot, when you have or even wine, this got a 92% rating from a wine enthusiast. What does that even mean, And when I hear, I believe, Rambling Dilettante talks about movies where you got these pundits saying, "Oh, 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down." It's really meaningless. I don't. Their taste, their agenda, is totally different than what general public wants to see in a movie. So I think that looking at tobacco review and just looking at the averages of what like what's the difference between 3.2 and 3.5, what does that mean to me? It really doesn't mean anything. But if you look at each individual reviews, and sometimes you read the reviews that this guy's full of it. How do you know the difference between the grassiness from this ingredient versus that ingredient, or the campfire tasting of the comes from the there's so many factors. But if this person's been smoking for 35 years or 40 years and they know what they're talking about, I'm gonna gravitate towards a little bit of it takes more of a weight. It gives me more weight. It all depends, right? So when someone comes in and says, "Hey, I'm a new guy and I'm a newbie, and this is what I taste," you know, you take it for what it's worth. Do you trust it? Do you think this is legit? And I think everybody's got different chemistry in their body, and Latakia might taste this way to you. It might taste different to me. So I do get it. I think the tobacco reviews are the rating system. I think you got to take it with a grain of salt. But it is, this is one of the reasons why I got on YTPCs. Look at the reviews. To be introduced to new blends and see, hey, what did this person think about it? Hey, this is something right up my alley. I want to give it a try. Irregardless of how many, points, was given. So, but an aggregate in a review magazine or a review site, I guess they have to put out a product. So I understand the business side of it. You have to have an objective point of a rating of a certain product based on someone's subjective point of view. So it is tricky. But that's what makes this so interesting, and it's a journey, and it's fascinating, and I really do enjoy looking at the reviews, looking at different points of view. And at the end of the day, you look at your wallet, how much dollar you have, what's your budget. Do I want to spend 30 bucks on a blend, or do I want to, with that money, do I want to buy some cobs, or do I want to save it up to buy a better pipe? Boy, so much to think about. And one of the reasons why I think YTPC is such a wonderful and a valuable asset to our hobby is to give you that tool to make better judgments. And of course, the camaraderie. That's what makes us special. So, just want to give you my rant on what I thought about reviews. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And happy smokes, people.